bodies all shake and quiver and quake as he robs them of their gold. The autumn wind is a raider, pillaging just for fun. He'll knock you round and upside down and laugh when he's conquered and won.
And I approve this message.
Oakland Raiders, Oakland Raiders, Oakland Raiders. Just win, baby, win, baby, win, baby.
We are the
Oakland Raiders, Oakland Raiders, Oakland Raiders. Just win, baby, win, baby, win, baby. Don't need no invitation. We are that Raider Nation. We rock that black and silver. We make them shake and shiver. We make them reconsider. And we still committed. So if you want a piece of this, you can come and get it. Touchdown, touchdown. Let's throw a bomb on first down. Let's throw a bomb on every down. First we score, then we clown. Having fun, look around. Nobody loud as a Raider crowd. Nobody proud as a Raider crowd. NFL, how you like me now? We gon' do this open style. Nothing but action. I'm Bo Jackson, hit the hole. Run you over, goal line. Jumping over, going crazy. Lose your soul, lose your mind in the black hole. Here's the goal, Super Bowl. And everybody here, get the goal. Don't need no invitation. We are that Raider Nation. We rock that black and silver. We make them shake and shiver. We make them reconsider. And we still committed. So if you want a piece of this, you can come and get it. Oakland Raiders.
What is good, y'all? Hey, for some reason, I do not understand why the banners have not changed. Sorry about that, y'all. But it's your boy Raider Will with the Silver and Black Radio Podcast and the most notorious crew. I got my family today with me, man, and I got a special guest in the building. First of all, man, let me bring my boy Matty B out in the building. What's going on, my brother?
What's up, fam? How you guys all doing tonight?
Good, family. Just chilling.
Yes, sir.
Next, I got my girl, Lady Val.
What's up?
What's up, sis?
What up, bro?
Another day.
Yo, and last but not least, we got the VP from TBH Sacktown. What up, baby? Our boy Israel. What's cracking, baby?
What's good, man? It's good. It's a pleasure to be here, man. Thank you for having me on.
Yes, sir.
What's up,
man?
What's up with Maddie? Hey, Bill, how you doing?
Good, bro. Good. You?
I'm hanging in there.
All right. That's what's up. That's what's up.
Well, y'all, hey, how have you guys been, man? How's your guys' week been?
Good. Busy,
man.
Getting ready for a couple games this weekend, which I won't be there for, but I think we got our team in the right direction, so that and work.
Yep. Staying busy as much as possible, too, man. You know what I'm saying? Working, getting this karaoke stuff done. I got a DJ gig tomorrow. Taking a break today, even though I took my daughter to go to a movie today, and so today was like my rest day. But yeah, I had a good week. It was good.
No, absolutely. Sis, how's your week been?
It has been a little crazy.
Oh yeah, but everything's good.
Yeah, just a little bit. I'm a little jealous right now. So I got released to go on these calls by myself, or just to go on calls and get the alerts. And the day I get released, there's a structure fire that I had to miss out on.
Okay.
Like I practice all the time, and I'm like ready for it. But God said it's not my time yet to go do my community work.
I'm ready to go save a burning building right now. Is that what it is, sis?
I've ran towards a burning. I mean, I'm sure it's different when but like.
Hey, I get what you're saying, sis. I get what you're saying. But hey, y'all. So today, man, on today's show, what we're going to get into, guys, we're going to talk about Mendoza. Is the juice worth the squeeze? Do you guys see this guy as being the leader for the team? Then we're going to talk about Dianna Russini and Mike Vrabel. A little bit of too much smoochy smooch, maybe a little bit of extra action. I'd be like another way of being an NFL inside her. Or,
Whoa.
you're slurping down information.
Unintended.
Unintended pun, right? Hey, and then we're going to go, hey, who do we get in the second round? We're going to do a mock draft. You guys are all going to be able to select your guy in the second round and see who you guys get. Finally, but first, man, let's start with this. Yo, the Raiders signed Kirk Cousins, right? We finally get him signed. We finally get everything done. We get everything looked at. Yo, what is your guys' thoughts now? We got Kirk Cousins leading the squad. It looks like Fernando Mendoza came in and Kirk Cousins was studying his playbook already, getting ready for the season. So, it's a really interesting thing. I'm going to start with our guest, Israel. What do you think, man? Let me know. Is the juice, or is Kirk Cousins the guy that you see that can really take Fernando in, give him some thoughts, let him grow? What do you think, man?
I was thinking about that a lot because, considering who was around to be able to sign on to the Raiders as a quarterback, to be able to, kind of lead or even, mentor Mendoza to come in, all the really only options that we had was Cousins, Tua Tagovailoa and Murray. So, out of those three, if you look at the stats, you have Cousins that's actually been in the league for 11 years. Okay, so he's even though he hasn't really won any playoff games, he has been in the playoff games. But the thing is that another thing with him, he has tons and tons of yards, under his belt. So he has the experience to be able to teach Mendoza, to come through and do it. And I think like I said, considering who we had available at the time, Cousins is probably the only one that we can probably go with. And I don't really see a bad thing about it.
No, absolutely, man. I like what you're saying, man. When you looked at the guys that were out there wasn't very many guys that really were like, oh, we need to sign that guy. That guy's the guy, So when you look at it, we paid $1.3 million in base salary cap and gave him $10 million guaranteed.
Right. Yeah.
Bro, and that's not even guaranteed until 2027. He has to make it to the 5th day of the roster, all sorts of craziness. So I like what you're saying. Matty B, hit me with your Kirk Cousins thoughts, bro.
Yeah, man. What Kirk Cousins are we gonna get? You know what I mean? That's my only biggest issue with Kirk Cousins. If we get the Clint Kubiak version that he was when he was in Minnesota, I don't even know if you see Mendoza start this year. So that's good for me. Like I said, I've always said this before, man. Just because you're the number one pick doesn't mean you have to start right away. And right now we're in a good position to let him sit back and learn. And I think Kirk Cousins was the right guy. Like I said, it depends on what you're going to get with Kirk Cousins. But I think if we get our offensive line and everything going, Kirk Cousins is a pretty good, what do you call it? Gosh dang it. He's pretty decent quarterback. He can handle the game and control the ball and hit the open receivers. So, again, it all comes down to which one we're going to get. I think it's definitely good to have him there. Like you said, the only other receivers or other quarterbacks that we had were Tua or Kyler, and I really don't see him sitting behind any of those guys and actually getting better. So, yeah.
Absolutely.
Definitely with the experience that, what Cousins has. Like I said, he has 88 career wins. He's been to the Pro Bowl, so he has the experience to be able to teach. Wasn't he the one that said, that ran through going through the the backstage or whatever, all that says you like that?
Yeah.
And he's gonna make sure that when he's teaching Mendoza, he's gonna tell him that exact same shit. You like that? Or get out there. But then on top of that too, Mendoza may or may not start this year. I know he's not going to start the first game. I can tell you that. Maybe the first, second, or even third game on top of that. But the real question that I have about all that is that what if Cousins balls out?
Exactly.
What do you do at that point? If we start balling out like game 5, 6, are we then after the bye? Do we put Mendoza in if Kirk Cousins is balling out.
No way, man. No, you gotta roll with the hot hand, man. You let Mendoza learn as much as he can, man. Look at Jordan Love, bro. Like, you know, when he sat behind, and it took him a couple of years to sit behind Aaron Rodgers, but when he finally got his shot, bro, he shined. You know, minus the injuries and stuff that have happened the last couple of years, but he shined, bro, by sitting behind him, and a lot of people didn't think that he would.
Absolutely.
So I say you just keep rolling with a hot hand if it's still Kirk Cousins. So you only put Mendoza in when you need Mendoza.
Oh, and you know what? You just hit the nail on the head. What is it? What happens if Kirk Cousins gets caliente? What happens if this guy comes out there and just starts tearing it up, right? Like, lots of good questions. But I'm going to get into that a little. Oh, our sister, that was just jumped off, I guess. I guess the connection was bad. But I was going to go to her, but I'm going to start it then. I'm going to tell you like this. If Kirk Cousins starts out caliente, if he is en fuego, then we need to literally go out there and let the man burn. Let him cook. I don't trust him to go out there and just like cook and make it happen, you know? But at the end of the day, bro, when you're talking about a guy that's a veteran, a guy that goes out there and puts in work, Kirk Cousins is legitimate, you know? And if he doesn't finish the season, I'm okay with it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? If he starts out hot and he comes out, and Big Luck said it, I don't know if I can trust him to finish.
No, I mean, no. I'm not saying he's going to win a Super Bowl or anything, but I'm saying you got to keep rolling with him, man. You don't just throw Mendoza in because you think he's ready. You know, you got to know he's ready. Yeah, you know, not just because the fans want him.
We've ruined a lot of guys by just throwing them out there.
A lot.
That are not prepared, that are not ready to go out there. We basically go out there and monster kill. Every single time we get a rookie quarterback or a rookie, we want to put him out there.
Mm-hmm.
We want to be like, oh, you got to prove it. Whatever happened to players growing and developing and coming into a system and learning the system and then going out and excelling?
100%.
Right? So with Mendoza, I think the juice is worth the squeeze. You know, we're going to move on. You know, we're going to talk about a little bit about Mendoza. A lot of people are talking shit, bro. A lot of people are saying, hey, Mendoza, you ain't worth it. So
I mean, it's kind of hard to say that with his stats. So I mean, I don't know who they're looking at or who they're really thinking about. But I mean, Mendoza, I mean, to have that model character right there, that man with the mindset that he has, because I've seen a lot of the highlights and everything. I've watched a couple of the games, and I mean the on point accuracy that the man has, just the way that he stepped. It's not even a step back, because that's, and I wanted to get in. We'll get into that a little bit later. But the way that he gets that ball distributed to his players, man, is just finesse. And I don't know what they're talking about. I don't know who they're looking at, but Mendoza, to have him fall at number 1, he went from a number 2 prospect in the draft, moved all the way up to the first round pick. I mean, he I think he was like number 1 at the combine for like for what he was doing as far as like his athleticism and everything. The dude was awesome. I don't know what they're talking about.
It's so when we talk about, hey sis, are you there? Can you show us your chiclets? Can you show us a smile if you are there? Because all I see is darkness. No, not there. Nope. All right. So when we look at that, man, like I was telling you, I think Mendoza's worth the squeeze. I think his juice is worth the squeeze, man. When you look at him and you saw what he did in Indiana, okay? I get it. Signetti was a big-time guy in there. He was a guy that commanded that room. But you always need an alpha on that field. You need a guy that is going to lead the team. And I'm going to tell you something, man. Mendoza led those teams. If you guys look at his stats in Cal, they might not be that impressive. But when you talk about efficiency, when you talk about the ability, like Israel said, to distribute the football and be efficient, he showed it at Cal. He showed it at Indiana. Why couldn't he bring that to the NFL? And I'm with Big Luck here. Mendoza will be great for what Kubiak is asking of him. Matty B, what do you think about this? You're an offensive coordinator. When you see Mendoza and you see Kubiak being paired up, right? You imagine yourself. What do you see as an offensive coordinator that is going to make a difference in the game for Mendoza?
It's got to be the connection between him and the coach, man. Like if they're not 100% eye to eye, then there's no point in drafting him. You got to be 100% with each other on that. So, if Kubiak is wanting him to run his offense a certain way, Mendoza's got to be 100% with it. He can't try to go out and try to do his own thing. I think when he was in college, he did the same thing. I think when he was in college, he was doing the same thing because he was doing what Cincinnati was asking of him. And in Cal, maybe it just wasn't the right connection. Maybe it wasn't the right fit, the right system for him. And him switching to that other system over there proved, that he can do what he's asked to do when he's needed to do it. And I think, honestly, like I said, if you let him sit, the more he learns, the better he's going to be. So take a shot, like you said.
Yeah, and that's something too you brought up that I wanted to talk about as far as like the system goes. The only concern that I would have with Mendoza, and I hope that you guys are going to be okay with me saying this, is him going from an RPO, the run pass option, coming into a more heavy, ground like pass run option. A lot of everything that he was doing, I think he was only under center maybe 5 or 6 times during the whole time during Indiana, but everything was all shotgun formation. So the only concern that I was going to have with it is that how he's going to transition from going to being shotgun, going under center, and then taking those steps back to be able to throw it. He's an excellent pocket passer. That's what it's going to be. But now we're going to have to see him get mobile in this new offense.
So I mean, that's why you have practices, man. That's why you set up practices and off seasons and stuff like that, so he can get better at those situations. He's not like, if you were to put him in there right now, right off the bat with nothing underneath, no center, he's probably gonna have flaws, man. Guarantee it.
Yeah.
But you give him those reps underneath the centers, you get him used to pulling underneath center. There's always room to improve, man. Every year, So maybe at first he's not the greatest, but he'll come to it. He'll get more snaps from under center and get more comfortable with it.
I know I'm taking a stab at that RPO argument, man, but hey, I got it. Got to have him concerned and got to voice it out.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say the same thing. I was gonna say the same thing too. So you beat me to it.
Hey, I love how Cheeto and he's saying, hey, I'm not saying that I'm not against Mendoza. I'm not saying that Mendoza is the ultimate guy either, right? Like for me, what I'm saying is I think he's a good player. I think he's going to do what he needs to do within the system. But again, when you look at it, right, people are calling Mendoza Superman. And I get the argument of being RPO. Big Luck says maybe not Superman, but definitely ain't a Batman.
Yeah, he still got his parents.
But when we look at that, man, and we say, hey, can Mendoza come in here and help this organization? Yeah. Are you concerned about his RPO and is that legitimate? I get it, Izzy, but I'm going to tell you like this. That's something that he's been working on. That's something that coming out from underneath center can be taught. And it's repetitive, and quarterbacks do practice it. The thing is, when you're coming out of a shotgun system, which is crazy because a lot of this is happening in the NFL now, that they're in shotgun 90% of the time, you see a lot of shotgun formations, right? So it isn't practice as much. But from what I understood is that his pro day, he came out there with his center and took snaps from underneath center before to show that he's been working on it, to show his progression on that, right? And when people talk about RPO and they say, oh, he's not going to be able to read the whole field because he does RPO. Guys, how many guys come from an RPO system in college? How many teams right now run RPO?
I'm not so worried about his accuracy or his efficiency coming out of that system. It's more of just maybe I should have probably led with the fact that that I'm hoping that the line is definitely going to be beefed up a little bit more, because that's what's been killing a lot of our rookie quarterbacks too coming out, because we're throwing them out there in the gauntlet just getting beat up, not knowing whatever to do, and having to run for their lives out there. So I mean, if we can be able to protect him, yeah, he'll be able to get effectively get into that kind of system and do exactly what Kubiak wants him to do.
I agree. And look at this. Big Luck says it. 90% of these teams run RPO. Val, can you hear us now? Val?
Oh, sorry, my mic was off.
Okay. Now that we can hear you, I'll be like, I still don't see nothing, but I can hear you. Hey.
I had to download the app to make it easier.
All right. Hey, so Mendoza. For you,
Yeah.
is Mendoza worth the squeeze? Is the juice worth the squeeze for you with Mendoza?
I'm not really sure.
Don't know.
You know what? At this point, I feel like if they feel like he's worth it, then he's worth it. You know what I mean? Like, what can go wrong?
Okay, you're not lying, sis. Hey, and I'm going to tell you like this. Steven just said it right here. Justin Herbert ran RPO in college. A lot of these guys run RPO in college. Big Luck. 90% of teams run RPO. You guys are correct, man. I'd be like, a lot of these teams run RPO at the pro level. We just don't see it, right? And we just think, hey, this and that. But at the end of the day, guys, I think that's okay. I think he's going to be able to develop out of that. And with Kirk Cousins coming, it's going to give him that time to get that understanding, right? But guys, let's move on to the next part of the show, which is the juicy part, right? Because as you guys know, let's see here. Oh, where is this? Dianna Russini and Mike Vrabel have been catching on the smoochy smooch down in Sedona. Both of them are saying that this was just a meeting of the lips, maybe. But hey, guys, this is the craziest thing I've ever seen, right? And I don't like it because this is where journalism and women in sports is kind of getting combined, right? When you're talking about a situation like this, that I'm not saying that Dianna Russini did, do extracurricular activities or had that inside scoop, or anything like that, or any pun intended. But guys, when you see her track record with the stuff coming out of the Patriots, bro, she breaks a lot of news. So you have to have that inside scoop. So I'm going to start with Israel because you are the guest, brother. What is your thoughts on this whole Dianna Russini, Mike Vrabel thing?
Honestly, man, I think it's not really anything serious. The one thing I was thinking about when I was watching that report and all that stuff is who sent the private investigator to go see them do that? Because that wasn't just something that somebody with a random phone just comes by and just like, oh, you look, it's Mike Vrabel, I'm fucking, Dianna. No, that's not, somebody actually had to go send them to go watch that. But then at the same time, wasn't there like a players meeting or a coaches meeting or something like that in Phoenix, Arizona, which is about 2 hours away from Sedona? And, maybe they just happened. That's a $2,000 a day resort. And it's actually, and I know that it's considered a resort of passion, or so I don't know what it was, like where people go to, whatever it was. So I know
hotel. You don't go there unless you're getting action, bro. It's a $2,000 a night bungalow suite.
Yeah. So, but then at the same time, I mean, like I said, they were, journalists and, coaches and all that stuff meet all the time. I think that they just happen to be at the same place at the same time, and they have a history together as far as, working together. She's covered a lot of the stuff with the Patriots and stuff like that back in the past. So, I mean, I've even seen a couple of interviews with her where she's like, oh, Mike Vrabel has gotten upset with me for saying certain things, and we've had talks about clearing that stuff up. So I just think, I mean, it was a friendly interaction. Hey, you happen to be here. I happen, a hug, whatever, stuff like that. Okay, I get it. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think it's anything more than just a coincidence or just they just so happen to be at the same place at the same time. I don't think much of it.
I got you. Okay, same place at the same time. I only drove 4 hours to go somewhere to not get no pungang, but okay. But okay, hey, so sis, you are the female here, and I know how females are. They're the lead investigator in any relationship. If you are sitting there, okay, if you are sitting there and you see these pictures pop off, and Mike Vrabel is your man, is your husband, what's the scoop feel like at the casa? What's that phone call being like if Lady Val is Mrs. Vrabel?
Well, I'm also, Latina, so I'm a little toxic. They work, phone numbers, like I'm getting all that info.
Words, phone numbers. She's looking at WhatsApp.
I'm pulling up.
She gonna pull up. It's not even thinking about it. She's just gonna pull up. Yo.
Listen, I've pulled up before. If it was me, I would have pulled up. I would have pulled up all the information. I would have got all my receipts.
Receipts. She said receipts. Yo, I'm gonna be like this. This is Lady Val when she comes in there. Vrabel, siéntate. Bitch.
Bitch.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe the interlocking of the fingers was a little too much when they after the hug and all that stuff. But I mean, I guess
that's all I saw when I saw the
Wait,
interlocking.
okay. I'm a little behind on the news. They were interlocking fingers.
Okay, so here's the thing. So they hug. So there's a picture of them hugging, and she's like 4 foot nothing compared to like a 6 foot beast and all that stuff. So she gives him a hug, and like at a point where she kind of like there's like she grabs a bit of the love handles because Vrabel's a pretty big dude. So there's that part. But then when they split apart, then there's like the interlocking of the fingers, and then they're holding each other like that. So that's the big news about it. So.
There's more to it.
Let me see if I can't pull up these pictures real quick. I'm gonna try to pull them up for you, Val.
Oh, I would definitely be pulling up.
She said, "I'm definitely pulling." Hold on, I got you, Val. We're gonna share this here. Share my
hair's
screen.
going in a chongo. No, fuck that. It's going in a bun. Taking off all my jewelry.
She's getting gangster.
We're gonna be swinging over here.
So hold on. Let me see here. Oh, is it that one? There it is. Shit. Let me see if do you guys see this?
See what?
Hello?
I don't see nothing.
Hello?
Hello?
Hey, do you guys hear me?
What up? Yeah, I can hear you.
Yep.
Oh, did it cut out, guys? What's going on?
No, I
Did you
can
guys
hear
see
you.
the picture?
No.
No, I'm looking at the feed too on YouTube on another device, and I
you
don't
guys couldn't
see anything else. I just see us.
Ah, sorry, guys. I don't know why it cut out, but it cut out, but I had the picture up.
It's because they're scrubbing them off the internet. They don't want nobody to see it.
Val's putting
Oh, it's-
reception
yes.
too, so. But guys, you guys saw, like I said, you guys seen the pictures.
See?
Oh,
You know
there
what?
she goes. She's Go ahead.
Who cares?
Go ahead, bro. Let me know what you think.
Who cares, man?
You don't,
Like,
you don't
honestly,
care, bro? I'm going to tell
like,
you why I care, right? Because this person leaks information consistently, bro, to other things. And when your view is skewed, and these people can manipulate, bro, the media can manipulate players, and they can literally influence things. That's why this bothers me. Because she can spin the story whichever way she wants for Vrabel, and spin the story positively for the Patriots whenever she wants because he's dicking her down. Straight up.
If that's what's going on, then you know you got to be punished for it. But I mean, if he's just fucking dicking her down, fuck, who cares? You know, like shit, man. Like it has nothing to do with me or the Raiders. You know what I mean? I mean, fuck. Maybe that's where what's his name met her in that salon or whatever. You know, the owner.
Well,
you know, maybe that's where Kraft was getting all his information from. You know, maybe he took her to a salon or something. I don't know.
But when we talk about that, right? Let's look at this. What happens when she broke the news that Max Crosby wanted to play for Mike Vrabel? And that was proved to be false.
I mean,
okay, that's tough to kind of argue with.
Yeah, I mean, you can't really argue it, but I mean, like at the end of the day, like the only people that are going to be held accountable for it are them, and then that's if the NFL is going to hold them accountable.
No, the NFL ain't holding nobody
accountable. They ain't going to hold nobody accountable, especially if it comes from the Patriots, man. They didn't even hold Tom Brady accountable.
Fuck you.
She deflated his balls.
Vrabel getting his Russini.
Hey, you know, if you got to, one way to get to the top is you got to get on top. You know what I mean? So,
oh my God, bro, that is terrible. That is terrible, fellas.
Hey, a Russini sounds like something you could eat. I mean, that's probably Vrabel's, you know.
It's like an Italian dish.
I heard it's spicy, but I'd be like, you know, and that's kind of unfortunate, man, that shit like that happens. But I wanted to talk about it because it's one of the hottest issues that are in the NFL right now.
So wasn't this like they tried to brush this under the rug? I heard something earlier too. I think it was Joe
Morley.
Yeah, Morley, Joe Morley. I believe he said something about that earlier. How they like tried to like scrub it under the table and bring up John Gruden's like NFL scandal or some shit like that today.
Yeah, they're trying to divert it.
Yeah, and I was like, really? Like, I could see him doing something like that too. You know what I mean? Try to get that shit up underneath the rug. So,
well, let me tell you like this, bro. This is really fishy to me because, like you guys said, the coaches and everything's meeting was in Phoenix, Arizona. Sedona is 2 hours away. Bro, you're going to drive 4 hours from this meeting to this other thing for what reason? Can you guys explain that to me? Because I'd be like, bro, unless you're, you know, I'd be like, bro.
Well, I
like,
mean, there hasn't been any pictures or any reports of them actually going back to the same room. They actually do. There were reports that they have separate rooms and that they did go to their separate rooms at night. So unless they can get any pictures of them actually hooking up.
But I also heard that they said that they were with other people, and then they were saying that there was nobody else around too. So
I
heard that report too. So were there people there, or were there people not there? So
yeah,
you know, like I'm saying, man. Hey, you're living in a world right now where it's a digital age, bro. You can't even go to a concert without getting caught cheating on somebody. You know what I mean? Like, let alone being a head coach of an NFL team and being a news reporter that does all. You know what I mean? Yeah, it was Gino's fault.
It was Gino. Yeah, I blame Gino.
Okay, Eugene. Yo, that 100%. This was Gino's fault.
Yep.
Gino went over there.
Boo
he's
that
the
man.
One he's the insider. He called them up and said, hey. And you know what's crazy though, bro? You guys are like hitting the nail on the head right now. Like, it doesn't really matter like about like whether they did it or not. The whole thing is it's just really weird. Like, and then you come out and you deny it. But this she's come out and said multiple times, like, bro, like, oh, you know, my husband this and my husband that. So it's again suspicious as fuck. But we're gonna move on from this.
And one more thing about it. And the cool part about that is she called her husband average. She called him average. She's all my husband's an average man. It's like, ooh, average husband.
Ooh, yep, I'm definitely getting my receipts.
Yeah. So let me
for all you got. Alimony.
Hey, Val, are you here?
I'm here.
Val,
Sorry.
Back, right?
Yeah,
you're breaking up again, sis.
no.
Can't hear you.
I can hear you.
Okay. Now I can hear you better. So go ahead, sis.
Okay. I didn't say anything.
So let me ask you this, sis. Okay. You're the significant other right now. You say you saw the videos, right? You said you're gonna get all the stuff. What's Mike Vrabel waiting for when he gets home if he's married to Lady Val?
I mean, probably. You gotta be smart about it. Cause listen, there's a lot more to it than just up and leaving. You know what I mean?
Ooh.
You gotta
Like
get
money?
your papers in line. I mean, yeah, because think about it. If there's no prenup, she got half of every. He got half of everything. She, if we got half of everything, if Mike is out there, I'm gonna make sure I have all my documents. I'm gonna get half of everything that I'm entitled to. I'm gonna have all my receipts. I'm gonna have all his stuff taxed, okay? Because it'd be my house. You don't want to leave it. You want to go be a stray dog, so go be a stray dog. Okay.
She said, go be a stray
And
dog.
right next to me on the couch, I'm gonna have a belt and a chancla waiting. Okay, your answer will determine how bad and with what you gonna get beat with. Besides these, it's all I'm saying.
Yo, I agree with Val, man. I'm like, we're gonna move on the subject though. I just wanted to get Val's opinion because, like, bro, I think in this aspect, when you look at it, we look at it from the guy's point of view, right? And I think like having that female point of view is a little bit different because when females think about relationships and the way that we function is totally different. And if both of us are thinking it's suspicious, and you know what? Israel hit the nail on the head here, is when he said, yo, somebody tipped them off. Somebody was like, hey, you know what? There's something going on over there because ain't nobody walking around with no $4,000 fucking lens and zooming in from across the fucking country to catch you snapping those pics. Right?
You'd be surprised on what some of these paparazzi people do.
No,
What if it was just an average dude, like just hanging out? He's like, "Oh, check this out, dude! Like, I'm gonna go get millions."
Yeah, he's like, "Hey, look, man, I'm gonna zoom in. That's Mike Vrabel.
Yeah,
And
that's Mike Vrabel. And,
oh,
Mike Vrabel.
sure.
Yeah, isn't that Russini?
Exactly, man. But hey, guys, so let's go on to the Raiders. We all talk about the first round draft pick. We all talk about Fernando motherfucking Mendoza. When it comes to the second pick in the draft or the second round, there's a lot of possibilities that can go out, right?
Mm-hmm.
What we're going to do today is we're going to run a little simulation draft. Hopefully this thing doesn't freaking kick me off. I'm going to come up here. Hold on. I'm going to get into the mock draft simulator real quick. Hold on, guys. I'm literally getting everything set up real quick.
We don't get that on hold music.
Right?
Elevator
Hold on.
music.
Make it.
There you go, brother. So, hey, I got the screen up. Let me get this mock draft simulator up. Now, I'm going to tell you guys right now. Oh, crap, man. Of course. Closes down on me. But the first thing it does is it offers you a trade. And hold on, NFL Mock Draft Simulator.
SSJ says hi.
What's
What
up?
up?
Here's our brother. He's waiting for us. Tell him less than 34 hours, bitch.
Less than what?
Less than 34 hours, bitch.
Well, I mean, for us, it's less than 24.
Oh, yeah. Less than 24 hours, bitch.
I was going to say it's Thursday.
Oh, man. All right, guys. So I got this mock draft simulator up. See here. Hopefully this doesn't boot us off.
I'm going to hug the shit out of you guys when I see y'all.
All right. Do you guys see the screen?
No.
Mm-mm.
You guys see the screen?
No.
No?
No.
Why is it that it's not popping up?
Can I help
Sorry,
you?
guys. I don't know why it's not popping up right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and draft Fernando Mendoza in the first for you guys. Okay, we're going to do that. We're going to go all the way through. We're going to go, like, hold on here. And I'm going to give you guys the list of guys that we got. For some reason, I don't know why my... Oh, there it is. Let me add it to the stage, guys. That's
Oh,
my bad.
There we go.
you're bad. You're bad.
Here we go. Okay, it's picking. Now, it's going to stop at 36, and we're going to see who we have available. Okay, first of all, the Indianapolis Colts offer you a trade. 47 and 2027 second for the 36th and 185. Do we take it, guys, or do we reject it?
Repeat that,
Israel,
so I can't-
what do you think?
I'll accept it at this point.
You would move back
Oh.
to 47 and take another
to
second,
47.
and you're going to trade this year's third?
Because I'm looking at this point. I'm looking. I mean, unless we've already gotten everybody that we need to be able to defend and cover the line, I'm looking for a running back.
All right. So second round. We're in the second round right now. I'm gonna reject this one for you, okay? Just so that way we can see what players are available. Okay. We're in the second round. The players available are Max Iancor. He is an awesome tackle out of Arizona State. We got defensive tackle Kristen Miller out of Georgia. We got linebacker CJ Allen. You got linebacker Jacob Rodriguez. You got corner D'Angelo Pons. Chris Bell, wide receiver. Chris Johnson, defensive back. TJ Parker and Lee Hunter for a defensive tackle.
Go Jacob Rodriguez, linebacker.
Oh, so Matty B, you go Jacob Rodriguez, linebacker. Israel, who do you take?
Man, I'm not too sure who to pick on that one. Kind
Israel?
of. Yeah. Hello. Can you hear me?
Or did you mute yourself out?
No. No, I'm here. Hello.
We got you
Yeah.
now.
I can hear you.
Who do you take, brother? Yeah, we can hear you.
You guys can hear me, right? I'm over here tripping.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Man, I'm not too sure who to get, man. I'm off on that one. You kind of got me on that.
No,
Is that
and
Gunny?
you don't have to be right. That's the thing. You don't have to be right. It's just
Yeah.
your opinion.
Well, I'll trust Matty B's pick on that one. I'll go with him on that.
Okay.
Who did Maddie B take?
Yeah, we'll go
Jacob
with Pons. How about
Rodriguez.
that? Yeah, we'll go with
for
Pons.
Matty B. Oh,
Yeah,
right.
we'll go with
D'Angelo Pons. I like that. I like that as well.
I like that
Okay.
one too. I'm
Sis?
good with either one of those.
Okay. Sis, who do you go with? We got offensive tackle, a couple of linebackers, a corner. Where do you think we need the most help?
I would say Rodriguez.
You would go with Jacob Rodriguez as well. Guys,
Yeah,
at this
I know
point right here, go ahead.
You know, like I know the reason why. I know we got a couple linebackers in free agency, but I think he's probably the best player available at that point, in my opinion. So I mean, like you got to go best player available, like you guys say. You know, if you're going to go second round like that, I would. If it was me, I wouldn't mind even seeing an offensive tackle in that position, but just somebody to replace Miller, in my opinion. But I think Jacob Rodriguez is the best player available in that at that pick.
Man. So like I will tell you like this. I think that Jacob Rodriguez is going to be a great pick there if you're looking for depth, right? Now, for me, what I think is this. You gotta. I love that Israel said Pons. Pons' availability there, while he's smaller, bro. We need a feisty corner. We need that guy. We need a guy on the outside that can cover things, that can.
So how tall is he? How tall is Pons?
Dude, he's not very big.
So that's my biggest thing with like a corner at that position right there. Like how many other short corners have we picked in the last couple of years that have? I mean, they're beast, right? We've had a couple good ones, but when they're small corners, man, they're just it's hard to cover. It's hard to do coverage against taller receivers, man. Like, and I don't care who you are, dude. I don't care if you got jumped for fucking 10 feet tall. It's still a challenge every time.
Absolutely. And I mean, like, that's the thing, though. Most corners are usually smaller than wide receivers, right? So you got to look at that.
But I'm not talking like, if you're 5'11" and you're going up against someone 6'2", like that's a whole difference, But if you're 6'1" and you're going up against someone 6'2", it's a little bit different change. You know what I mean?
Let me give you his stats. D'Angelo.
Okay. Am I back? Good.
Yeah.
Yeah. We can hear you now.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, my phone went into SOS mode for some reason. So
SOS mode, trying to save you.
Yeah, I guess I don't know what the hell, but then it just shuts off all my connection. I don't know who the hell I need help from.
Hey, D'Angelo Pons, man, let's look at him. He's 5'9", 170 pounds.
No, not at corner, bro. Hell no, dude. You might have that dog in you, but man, you better be able to cover someone at over 6 foot, and that's hard, bro. At 5'9", that's my height, bro.
You're 5'9"?
I'm 5'9". Yeah, I'm not very big. I'm average, bro. Like I ain't very big, bro. I walk up to people, and I'm like, damn, dude, like you're a big motherfucker. 5'9", corner. Nah, bro, pass on him right there. I'd take him later if he's there later, but I ain't taking him at number 2.
No, I gotcha. All
give me Rodriguez. There's a lot of up on Rodriguez, man. They're saying some people are saying he could be a generational talent, if he's coached right, So I mean, like I said,
you know what? Gio Rams says crazy pick. He says we have 3 corners. I'm gonna challenge you because you say Stokes is a stud, but is Stokes the number 1 corner? Is he a shutdown guy? A guy that you can put the number 1 guy out there and shut him down. Gunny says, no more corners, please.
Gunny, when are you coming on here? Sorry.
He says, they all suck every time we draft one.
Namdi was the last one we had that was good.
Yeah, Namdi was the man.
Pons is the real deal, but still, Miller and Pons, okay.
Well, Pons right here, they're saying that he has a wingspan of measuring of 6 feet and has a handspan of 9 5 inches. So at some point, if he gets his hand, and he's good on a man-to-man in zone coverage. So I mean, at some point, if he gets his hand in there, I mean, he can definitely defend. But yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying as far as height goes, being to be able to run out there and to keep up with another wide receiver and get that block. or even stopping him from doing it. But I mean,
You know, like
it's
even
definitely gonna be hard.
just check out Amik Robertson. You know what I mean? Like he had some good plays, man, but there was a lot of times where he got burned, man, because he was just too short. You know, like and he had the hops. You know, you watched him make them. I'm not saying that he's not a good player. I'm just saying like we got to quit going for these short corners, man. Especially if we're going for a corner, he better be elite and he better be tall. And he better be quick, in my opinion.
Right.
No more 5'9",
No,
5'10"
absolutely.
corners, man.
But valid point.
Okay. Says Pond's not even starting. Okay. The corners we draft are either health problems or a walking felony. Well, David Arnett and
Wow.
Gutty. That's why you need to be on the show, Gutty. That's why you need to get your ass back on the show.
Yeah. I like
No,
Miller Rodriguez too. I'm cool with that one.
Absolutely. But guys, you know what? We're getting to the end part of our show now. We're going to talk about the Raider events that we got going on. And I am going to let the VP for TBH Sacktown take this one over because guess what? It's your event, my brother. Let the people know.
Yeah, the NFL draft coming up for the first draft. We got, as you can see, we got Bill Romanowski coming through the shenanigans. It's at 7431 Madison Avenue. It's definitely going to be a lit event. We've had people in the past come through, former players come in. I think this is probably going to be a really big event because of the name, who he is, and it's going to not only draw in a lot of Raiders fans. It's definitely going to be drawing in a lot of different NFL fans. It's a draft. It's definitely going to be, energetic. We're going to have food, drinks, everything that's going on. But yeah, April 23rd, I believe. Yeah, April 23rd. It's going to be a Thursday from 4 to 8 p.m. So I mean, if anybody's in Sacramento or if you plan on traveling out, come through. Family fun, and definitely get a chance to meet a legend in the game. So, come up. We got that going on, and then obviously, the barbecues and stuff that are coming up with that too. Oh, and then if I could throw it in there, we have the Sack Blackout podcast that we're going to be coming out with the president and I. Yeah, we got that. We're not going to be doing anything live as of in the beginning. We'll do some recordings and then be able to do the edits and stuff, be able to post them out. Try to put one out at least once a week. But yeah, that's what we got coming up as far as the TBA Sacramento guts.
Man, Israel, I thought you were going to come with that heat, man. I thought you were going to bring the energy. I thought it was going to be like,
Hello
right.
out there, Sacramento.
All right, hold on. Give me a second.
let's
All right,
get
check it
that
out,
up.
everybody. We got Bill Romanowski coming through the shenanigans at 7431 Madison Avenue. If you aren't there, then you aren't going to be anywhere because check it out. It's going to be live. It's definitely going to be lit, and you are going to be the one to catch the heat. So check us out. We got Woodson Whiskey. We got Modelo sponsors. You got me on the ones and twos, spinning it to make sure that you got your energy on the up and up. Also, we got Momo's Smokehouse is going to make sure that your bellies are full, and shenanigans definitely is going to be giving you the accommodations that you definitely need. Pull up. Don't just hear about it later. Be there, baby. Let's go. Was that all right?
Yeah, that was way better. That was way better.
Makes me want to.
You make me want to go, man. Like,
Yo, the next event we're going to talk about is coming up this weekend down in Dallas, Fort Worth, man. The TMBC Annual Texas Takeover. It's going down from Friday tomorrow all the way till Sunday. It's going to be a great time. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have super fans there. 4Dub is going to be out there. They're going to be shooting a video for Raider Goon. A lot of different activities are going to be going on. Friday night, what we're going to be doing is going down to Ojos Locos and just partying down with the crew, having some drinks, enjoying some time. Saturday night, we will be at Fat Daddy's down in Mansfield, hanging out with TMBC at their mother club's home bar. Sunday, it's going to be an all-day barbecue event. It's going to be covered with food, cerveza, and all sorts of fun. And our girl, Lady Val, has something to add.
Oh, I don't have anything to add. I was just being nosy. Who's the special guest Saturday night?
Ooh. Can I tell you who the special guest? But there will be a special guest. Big Luck
Like
says, I want
one
you
guest
to.
or more than one guest? Or do you know who this guest is?
I might. Do you know who the guest is?
Is it more than one person?
Oh, are you talking about the players? Is that what you're talking?
No.
Or are you talking about the other special guest, as in somebody's mom?
No. Oh, somebody's mom. Damn.
Does somebody's dad also? So let me give you guys another one here. Like they got, from what I saw, oh, Caleb Williams' dad will be there as well. Our right tackle or right guardsman, you know. So his dad will be there. They're gonna have a lot of people in the building, man. Lastly, though, we got the TBH Palms draft party, man. It's gonna be electric. It's gonna be a lot of fun. If you guys are out in Las Vegas, make sure you come out and you support the family, man. This is an opportunity for all of Raider Nation to come back together and do it big. Hey, we got Elon in the house, baby. He's in the remix. He's on our TikTok. What up, baby? TBH Sacramento in the house, always representing. But guys, let me get you guys here with this last question before we go. This is something I've been hearing a lot. We don't need DBs or LBs. We need a defensive tackle.
Yeah.
Right? And I get it because everybody's talking about moving to that 3-4 system. Look at that, man. Izzy got so hyped up, man. He's hyping off that heat down there. He's feeling that heat. But guys, what we've also come to know is that we won't just be in that 3-4 system. We're going to use a 4-2-5. We're going to use a lot of different looks up front. And for us to address it, you're right. We can address it in the second round to get a defensive tackle if we find that pertinent. But to say that defensive tackle is the only position that we need in the second round, that's kind of steep. That I'm being like, guys, there's a lot of positions that we need. What are your guys' thoughts on that? Izzy, go ahead.
I'm thinking that, I am thinking that we need a defensive tackle. I mean, it's just what we need to be able to get that area, taken care of. I don't think that we've ever really been able to keep that part locked down for us, and I think that's probably going to be the key in our success going forward. So I'm all with it. I'm with it.
Matty B?
If it's best player available at that point, that's where you go best player available in round 2. If not, if you don't have anybody there that you're willing to spend that round 2 on or that number 2 pick on, trade back. Then you just get more picks for the future. So, then you can probably find someone, maybe a better defense, maybe it won't be a better defensive tackle, but you might be able to find, what do you call that? Somebody you can build up in a later round, project in like a third round or something like that at defense tackle. So unless he's best player available, I don't know if you go defensive tackle at that. I know I get what you're saying, like that's what we need, but I don't know if there's one there.
No, I gotcha. Val, what is your thoughts?
Repeat the question.
So they say that on defense, we don't need a corner and we don't need another linebacker, that we need to address the defensive tackle spot in the second round. That's the main position that we need to address. What are your thoughts? Sis?
If that's what we need, then we go for it. Other than that, we just need to go after best available. So.
Hey, I'm going to tell you what Sis said.
It doesn't matter what you think.
You heard? Did you guys hear that?
No.
Let me play that one more time for you guys.
It doesn't matter what you think.
The Rocks, it doesn't matter what you think. Right? It doesn't matter what we think. It doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. It matters what Kubiak and the coaching staff and Spike think. If they see the BPA is there and he says, hey, that defensive tackle is the best player, select him. If it's a corner, select him. If it's a linebacker, select him. Because the Raiders don't have a huge amount of depth. We don't have guys to say, hey, one guy gets injured, fuck, we're screwed. So that's why I say, man, you have to look at it and look at BPA. Raider Ryan in the building, man. Hey, Chop, I love it. Best player available. And that's the way you build, guys. I mean, like, imagine this. The Raiders don't have a ton of linebackers, right? We signed 2 guys. We don't draft one. We say those guys are going to be good. What happens when a guy gets injured? What happens when you don't have another leader on the field? Because I'm going to tell you what, when Max Crosby disappears off the field last year, fuck, we couldn't do a damn thing. We couldn't stop anybody. We couldn't get a sack. We couldn't do anything. Yeah. So this team needs depth. It needs good players. And it needs a whole bunch of other things, man. But at the end of the day, bro, I think we're building and we're going the right way.
Yep.
But, all right, guys, we are at 1 hour. And, hey, I appreciate all 37 people watching us right now on YouTube and all the other things. I appreciate all 14 people watching us on TikTok, man. Yes, sis, what's going on?
Sorry, I interrupted you earlier. I hope I see a lot of you guys on Sunday at the barbecue because it's going to be a blast.
It's going to be amazing. Sis, it's going to be a great time.
And I get to see you guys.
Absolutely. And the best part is, man, hey, you know what? All these events happening, you're spending it with your Raider family. You're spending it with all these people that just encourage you and do great things for you. I'll be like, Israel, I know that you guys down there in Sacramento are doing amazing things, putting the community together, like bringing other clubs together to be with you guys.
Yeah, we're
Go ahead.
Yeah, we're definitely trying to make an impact on the city of Sacramento and bring back the Raider Nation feel to the city of Sacramento. I mean, and we do like to be able to work with other clubs because at the end of the day, we're all one nation. We are a nation of Raiders, baby. And that's always it's going to be that. So, so thank you for pointing that out, man. I really do appreciate that. And we're going to continue to work with you and then do what we do out here, man, and just spread that good word of the silver and black.
Yes, sir. Hey, until next week, it's all about one nation. It's all about one team. It's all about the Raiders.
Yes, sir.